Friends, here today I have come up with a very important topic, and now you have seen in today's scenario that men are committing suicides due to their matrimonial disputes. So through my practical knowledge, I have also seen many women, they file cases, false cases against men, and these men are subjected to real harassments, and the harassment level is not a very small level. It goes up to an extent where men are compelled to commit suicide. So in order to bring this topic into notice, as well as to find out certain solutions, I have come up with these videos. Hope this video will help you all, but I would like to make a disclaimer that this video is purely for an academic discussion, and in order to take any legal resort, you will have to consult a legal expert or an advocate in this regard. So you have also known that men in today's world, they are committing suicide. They are subjected to harassment in their matrimonial homes, and these disputes, they start from the day of the marriage. Even prior to that, they are unable to address to those issues because they are unaware of the fact that what is going wrong with them, as well as the society, as well as the way the women are being brought up, or the whole responsibility they put it, the burden is being put on the woman. But it is also very much true that in today's scenario that women are truly subjected to violences. So this video is not being made regarding a biasedness of any against any gender, but today I am going to directly focus on the issue that is being suffered by male members in the family. So first we'll have to understand that there are various laws which are going to protect the woman. Domestic Violence Act, the section 498A, as well as other resorts like going for separation, judicial separation, divorce, and for claiming maintenances. These are particular resolutions which women resort to, but in these cases men fail to even obtain custody of the child, to even get maintenance, as well as to establish their claim in the domestic violence cases which they are genuinely subjected to. As we have seen that Indian scenario is changing, and in today's world the men also are losing their right, the financial right over their own property, as well as on their own earning, in the name of maintaining their family. So no doubt the Honorable Supreme Court as well as the High Courts, they do take resolutions that they are giving guidelines that women too need protection. That is for sure, and it is also very much mandatory in order for the institution of marriage to run well. But now we have seen there are various false allegations against men. So now what a man can do in this regard? So there are sections like section 182 of the IPC, which is an anti-false case law. So this section 182 of IPC, it is section and section 211 of IPC. So now we'll have to see this section 182 of IPC, it is section 217 of BNS. It says that false information with intent to cause public servant to use his lawful power to injure of another person. Whoever gives to any public servant any information which he knows or believes to be false, intending thereby to cause or knowing it to be likely that he will thereby cause such public servant, subsection A, to do or omit anything which such public servant ought not to do or omit it, the true state of facts respecting which such information is given when known by him. Number B, to use the powerful law of such public servant to the injury or annoyance of any person shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 1 year, or with fine which may extend to 10,000 rupees, or both. Now this section can deliberately be used by a person against whom a false information has been given. So there are few things which you have to keep in mind. This section can be used if there is any false FIR or a false complaint has been filed in order to cause an injury or harm to that particular person, and there should be an intent to cause the harm, and there has to be, these are the prerequisites in order to file a case under section 182 of IPC. And these prerequisites are actually that the FIR, the complaint, as well as an investigation and the sanction from a magistrate has been taken in order to make a false complaint against that particular person. And there are also few consideration and challenges if you take the resort of section 182 or section 217 of BNS. Then you will also have to keep in mind that in order to file a case against under this section, you will also have to have the burden of proving your case. And if you are unable to prove your case, and you are also putting a burden on that particular person, a false allegation you are also making, then the other person can also make a counter allegation. So there is a potential of counter allegation on you also, that if you file a false case under section 182 or 217 of BNS. So you have a resort, you can take a resort under this section, but you can also you will also have to be very much cautious regarding this. And there is also another thing, that court also has a discretion. Court will look into the matter whether actually your case falls under this section, whether your case will stand or not in this particular footing. Another section that can also help you is section 211 of IPC, and that is 248 of BNS, which deals with false charges of offences made with intent to injure. And now the key elements of this particular section is that there has to be a false charge, and there also has to be an intent to injure you, and they have the common belief, the accused must have known or believed that the charge was false. So now you have two sections which can help you. Prior to our knowledges, we knew that these sections were prevalent there, but in most cases we do not go and resort to these particular sections, and we tend to mitigate or try to compromise and make a settlement and come out of the whole dispute. But in many cases we see that the settlement doesn't give you a fruitful result, and there are few stagnant situations when neither party agrees to a particular situation. So nobody wants to compromise in this particular situation. So and in this context, so the sufferer are the children, and if you have a child, so the child suffers a lot in this whole matrimonial dispute. But the major thing that I wanted to talk in this video is the mental health issue that surrounds the whole situation upon a man. No doubt in this situation both the parties suffers, they have their own mental traumas and harassments, but particularly in case of man, there is a stigma surrounding the men's mental health, that men are strong enough, they cannot be the victim of mental health issues. So there are a number of issues, certain depression, anxiety, as well as they tend to go for substance abuse, and they have suicidal thoughts. So these are few contributing factors to which lead to further degradation of our society as a whole. And few things are that the society also puts certain social expectations, and the marital issues and the financial stress and lack of emotional support even from the family members also aggravate the whole situation. So now it is time has come, so we need to break this stigma and encourage open conversation. So, and we'll also have to raise awareness as well as provide mental health resources to men too, and promote emotional expression. Men also have the right to express their own emotions surrounding this kind of mental health issues, as well as we need to break the stigma, and we'll have to break the age old thought that a man has to be very strong enough, will have to do all sort of duties, and women can only be the victim. So we'll have to change the narrative of the story. And overall, when India is developing, as well as women are getting global, as well as they also know their ifs and buts, so they will also have to share their responsibility with their husbands in the family. So I think this video will help you to come up with certain resolutions but please do contact an advocate or a legal expert in order to get more benefit, as well as to go for a correct resolution for any dispute you are into. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you will be benefited with this video. Thanks.